Illustrator Extension Tutorial Part 5, Adding a Lady Beetle. Create a new layer in your Layers palette at the top and call it Lady Beetle. Change your color to red. Go to the Ellipse tool, choose Ellipse, hold the Shift key down to draw a circle. Copy the circle, then paste the circle next to it. Move this one down. Apply a gradient to this the second circle, and if your gradient isn't already in these colors, double click here to choose white, making sure the opacity is 100%, and then double click here again, choosing red and making sure the opacity is 100%. Go to the gradient on the left toolbox to change the angle, and then with the selection tool move one circle on top of the other. Select both circles, hold the Shift key down and select a second circle, Window, Pathfinder, Intersect. Control V to paste another red circle. Take the first shaded circle and place it on top, lining it up very carefully with the edge. It will go behind because you drew it first. So to correct that, Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. And now we have the basis of our Lady Beetle. Made some changes to my adjustments to my gradient colors here. Control V to paste a new circle. Deselect the circle. Change your choose the Ellipse tool again. Change your fill color to white, your stroke color to black, and draw a series of small circles around the red circle. Hold the Shift key down to constrain the ellipse to a circle. Select the red circle, Object, Arrange, Bring to Front, and then I'm going to hold the Shift key down and select one of my small circles, Window, Pathfinder, and choose Intersect. Deselect, repaste your red circle, choose a small circle, intersect, repaste, intersect, repaste, and intersect. So I have 5 small circles that have been intersected, and my center one I haven't done anything with yet. I'm just going to use the selection tool to select all of these shapes. Then I'm going to click on gradient, and I want to apply a gradient that goes from black to red. But I want a lot more black in there, so I'm going to just move this along like that. So it's predominantly black circles just with a red highlight. Just check also that you have no outline on any of your shapes. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to move my spots on top of my existing Lady Beetle shape. I need to now draw a black circle, so I'm going to change the color to black, and I'm going to use the Ellipse tool again, holding the Shift key down. Draw a black circle. This will be the head of the Lady Beetle, so I'm going to move that into position, and then Object, Arrange, Center back. I need to put some little antenna on there. Change my fill to black, select the pen tool, draw a line and put a little curve on it. Select that shape, reduce its size, shift it into position, copy, deselect, paste, object, transform, reflect around vertical, OK, and then move that one into the other position. I'm nearly finished. I need to now make a shadow for my beetle. So I'm going to go back to the Ellipse tool again. I have black selected, and this one's not quite going to be a circle. It's going to be slightly off center. I'm going to apply a gradient. We'll go from white to black, but instead of being linear as we have done in the past, we're going to change it to a radial. So it should go from inside to outside. So I'm actually going to swap these out. I want this to be darker in the middle, so I'm going to change this one to black and this one to white. And you can see I have a radial blur there. So I'm going to move this one here. And I think that might be better if I do it to a light grey. That seems to be the best option there. I'm now going to move the shadow behind the beetle. So using the selection tool, move the shadow behind the beetle, slightly off center, object, arrange, center back. So I have a shadow, a tiny little shadow you can see just there. If you want to change the color of that, you can. Choose a slightly darker grey, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm now going to select all of that, Control G to make a group, actually I'm going to reduce the size of it because the lady beetle needs to sit on one of the leaves. So I'm going to make the lady beetle very tiny, cut, paste up here, paste, and move it over here, and it possibly needs to be even smaller, so I'm going to zoom into this area here, and my lady beetle's all selected. Holding the shift key down, move it around and place it on my leaf. Zoom out and you will have completed your extension tutorial.